Please be seated. Thank you, Batala Washington, for leading our procession today. Historically, drums have been used to bring people together. Today, Batala called the class of 2015 and the Gallaudet community together. You have our thanks. Welcome, graduates, families, and friends to Gallaudet's 145th commencement ceremony. I am honored to stand here today and recognize all of our graduates. Congratulations to the class of 2015. Now for our national anthem. Please stand facing the American flag and place your right hand over your heart.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight were the rampart we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
For your information, two professors, Tom Baldridge and Dennis Galvin, sang the national anthem. And their fathers were actually roommates here at Gallaudet University way back. And so I just want to thank all of you who did the national anthem. Wonderful job. Everyone, please be seated. Class of 2015, you're here today because of hard work and commitment. But you had some help from your family and your friends as well, right? Will the families and friends of the graduates please stand so that our graduates can show you their appreciation? Everyone, please stand. Thank you. Please be seated. Our faculty and staff also deserve credit for their support and work with you. They believed in you, they challenged you, and they supported you while you were students to arrive at this day. First, will our faculty please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Please be seated. Now, will our staff also please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Please be seated. We're honored today to have several international guests and embassy representatives with us today. Will all of our international guests and international dignitaries please stand and be recognized? All of our international guests. Thank you. Thank you for your support and your support of all of our graduates. I would also like to acknowledge our Gallaudet University Board of Trustees. The board volunteers their time and provides leadership to the university. Would all of our board members please stand and be recognized? Thank you. I also want to extend my appreciation to the President's cabinet members. Will the cabinet please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Now, would Dr. Erding, our provost, please come forward? I've asked our provost to join me in a special recognition. We will now announce the recipient of this year's Distinguished Faculty Award. The faculty member recognized today for her remarkable achievement in and out of the classroom is a professor of art, communication, and theater. Will Dr. Beth Benedict please come forward? Congratulations.
Thank you so much. And thank you to everybody. Thank you.
Congratulations to Dr. Benedict. We are very pleased to recognize two retired faculty members who will today be granted emeriti status. Dr. Catherine Anderson and Dr. William Marshall. We're honored to have them here with us today, and now I would like to invite them both to join me on stage. The full bios of the Professor Emeriti are printed in the program, but I will share just a few highlights at this time related to their amazing careers. First, we recognize Dr. Catherine Anderson as a pioneer of the Summer Bridge Jumpstart and first-year seminar programs. She was a professor in the Department of Communication Studies. She was our former Chief Enrollment and Marketing Officer and recipient of the Distinguished Faculty Award in 1997. Currently, Dr. Anderson is Senior Associate Provost at the University of Baltimore. We thank you for your dedicated service.
You know, my heart is still here at Gallaudet.
Thank you. You may be seated. Next, well, second but not least, we recognize Dr. William Marshall. Dr. Marshall was a pioneer of the first doctoral program at Gallaudet University in 1979. He's one of the longest serving department chairs on campus. He was appointed to the U.S. President's National Advisory Committee on the Handicapped. He was the first graduate school professor to receive the President's Outstanding Faculty of the Year Award. And he was the former chair of the Deafness-Related Concerns Council on campus. Dr. Marshall, we thank you for your dedicated service. Again, congratulations to Dr. Anderson and Dr. Marshall. Congratulations. It's now my pleasure to introduce Ms. Alice Slater Reynolds, President of the Gallaudet University Alumni Association. Alice, please come forward.
Greetings. President Hurwitz, Provost Erding, Board of Trustees, Gallaudet administrators, faculty, staff, families, friends, and most importantly, the class of 2015, I bring greetings. Along with the GUAA board and 19,000 alumni from all over the world, we welcome you, the class of 2015. Congratulations. You've spent the last few years here at Gallaudet. Today you end your time here and start a new lifelong journey as an alumni. You are what you are today because of Gallaudet. And being a student here has been a great privilege. Trust me, I know, because I was an alumni almost 40 years ago, and I know it was a great privilege and afforded me even more privilege. But with privilege comes responsibility. You need to join as a lifelong member of your alumni association. And wherever you may end up in your travels, if there's a chapter, be involved. Come home to Gallaudet for regular visits, recruit prospective students, and make regular financial contributions to your alma mater. Those funds will help future students just like yourselves. This afternoon, when you walk across this stage, you'll see me standing on the other end. And I'm going to give you a small token from the Alumni Association. this is what you'll be receiving. It's a small pin of the coffin door with Gallaudet and Alice in the middle. So wear that with pride, and cherish that gift from your Alumni Association. Again, congratulations to the class of 2015.
Thank you. I now ask our Board of Trustees Chair, Ms. Heather Harker, to please come to the podium.
Greetings, everyone, and a special greetings to the class of 2015. What I see here today is the definition of a beloved community, one in which our language, our deafness, and our allies are all celebrated. They're celebrated as a value, really a gift to the Gallaudet world and the world beyond our campus. For each of us here today, whether you are a graduating student, a current student, a faculty member, staff, or even a parent or family member, each of us has a gift to share. My question for each of us here today is this: how can you share your gift to make this world more just and more loving for all? Perhaps you can be a white ally for racial justice, or a hearing advocate, advocating for the powerful role ASL can play in the brain development and education of deaf children. Perhaps you can be an African American male, speaking in support of the full spectrum of gender equality, including trans rights. Perhaps as a person in middle class or person of wealth, you stand in solidarity for a living wage for our country and not just for a minimum wage. With the gifts Gallaudet has given you and your own awareness of power and privilege, all that you've learned here, and in all ways, consider how you can go out and to create a world where love and justice go hand in hand. And speaking of love, I would like to take a moment to acknowledge that this is President Hurwitz's last graduation as president of this esteemed university. He will be retiring later this year, and of course there will be a number of events this fall to acknowledge his contributions. Dr. Hurwitz, I want to thank you for your contributions to this community and for your love for this university over the last 6 years. I applaud you for all that you have accomplished for Gallaudet University. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, congratulations to each and every graduate, and we thank you for being a crucial part of our community. Were you connected with the Gallaudet community? You discovered who you were, your own personal gifts, and now we look forward to seeing how you will use these gifts to influence the world around you. Thank you all.
Thank you so much. Class of 2015, congratulations, you did it. You should all be so proud of your accomplishments. I am proud of each and every one of you. Today is bittersweet for me. As board chair Ms. Harker said, today is my last graduation at Gallaudet, and I'm giving my last commencement address. I've stood in front of 6 graduating classes during my presidency, and I've had the privilege of watching many students walk across this stage and receive their diplomas. All of the commencement ceremonies are very dear to me, and today will hold a special place in my heart. Before you say your goodbyes and leave Kendall Green, when you head out into the world, I want to share with you what it means to me to be a leader. I thought I knew what it meant to be a good leader before I came to Gallaudet. But I discovered that I had a lot to learn. Everyone on this campus has helped me grow. And for that, I will be forever grateful. Being president of Gallaudet has reinforced for me the importance of patience, understanding, trust, transparency, and the ability to listen and respect diverse viewpoints. I've learned what it means to be part of a strong and supportive community. I'm continually amazed by the spirit of our diverse community here at Gallaudet. This is truly a special place. I'm inspired by all that we have accomplished together, including the establishment of new academic programs, groundbreaking research that is conducted here every day, and the partnerships we've created with other universities and organizations all around the world, as well as here in our own backyard. I hope you will all take the spirit of the Gallaudet community with you out there into the world and share it with everyone you meet. I know I will. Remember that your Gallaudet education has prepared you for all of the triumphs and challenges you will face. You are the leader of your own destiny. You decide which paths you will take. There will be detours and challenges, but ultimately, it is up to you to decide how those challenges will shape you. Look at each challenge as an opportunity to grow and to learn. Know that each step along the way, the Gallaudet community is behind you, supporting you. Congratulations, class of 2015. Now it is my pleasure to introduce the student speakers chosen to address all of you today. Representing undergraduate students is Colleen Flock. Representing graduate students is Tara Miles. Please refer to their biographical material in your program. They are both outstanding examples of our students at Gallaudet. First, Colleen, please come and join me on stage for your address. When Colleen finishes, Tara will join us on stage for her address.
Hello, President Hurwitz, First Lady Vicky, the Board of Trustees, and the faculty and staff, honored guests, friends and family, and most importantly, the class of 2015. So the reason why I was chosen as the undergraduate speaker today is because I have some stories to share. We all have created memories in this journey together. Your experiences and my experiences are very different. I grew up in Pennsylvania, not exposed to the deaf community. I dreamed of learning ASL. And when I got here, I saw people signing, I saw VPs and lighting up doorbells and flashing lights, and I found it so very overwhelming. I was experiencing culture shock. So it was hard at first to fit in here at Gallaudet. I was homesick. I almost withdrew. I'm so glad that I didn't. My academic program, Deaf Studies, is where I found my deaf identity. And it is there that I was able to meet you. I will never forget any of you. I will remember you always. Martin Luther King's famous quote, "I have a dream. Gallaudet was my dream." And to get there, there were struggles, but I have succeeded. Those are the things that's going to help us appreciate life more. Follow your dreams. I took a course here at Gallaudet, which was the first year study seminar. I will never forget that experience. Students brought gifts, books, and games, and Gallaudet University donated 15 computers to help children who had their own dreams of having a good education. When we came back here, we hosted silent auctions, a dinner, and a theatrical production for fundraising. And we raised $1,100 for those children for their educational dream. I also had, in our years here, we had internships, we did volunteer, we worked in different organizations. In my junior year, I was lucky to be able to go to Japan for my internship. The culture and the people and the food of Japan were outstanding. In my senior year, I had the opportunity to work for Dr. Carolyn McCaskill. And it was she who was able to help my interactions with people. And it also helped my resume shine. Thank you, Gallaudet. It is not enough, and it will never will be. In our 4 years here, we are going to leave with pride. When we go out there, we're entering a new chapter in our lives. We're going to find new paths. We don't know where they will lead yet. I do believe you will follow your heart and never give up. Thank you for allowing me to present today. It is an awesome honor. And I want to thank my husband, Ed, and my 3 children, Christine, Keith, and Kim. Without their encouragement and support, there is no way I would be standing here before you. Before I end, I'd like to share a quote with you from Maria Robinson. Nobody can go back and start a new beginning, but anyone can start today and make a new ending. Thank you and congratulations to the class of 2015. Greetings, President Hurwitz. Oh, there you are. First Lady Vicki Hurwitz, Board of Trustees, faculty, staff, family, friends, and most importantly, the outstanding class of 2015. Wow, it is an absolute honor and privilege to be able to stand here before you as a student representative of the graduating class of Gallaudet University. Although I'm standing before you, I represent the lives of each and every one of you receiving your diploma today. I also share with you this journey that we have been on for several years to get to this very moment in history. I personally commend you on completing this segment of your journey in life. Go ahead and give yourselves a pat on the back. That's right. Class of 2015, you may have seen the slogan and mini commercial that aired that said, "Imagine yourself here." I personally believe that here alludes not to just a point in time. More so, it represents overcoming struggles, perseverance, and most importantly, success. As we look back over life, we have had circumstances, both positive and negative, that have brought us to this here, this very moment. Look around. We are actually here. We made it. And we did so with hard work and perseverance, just like a bison, and with the support of our family and friends. Each of you have been encouraged by somebody, has supported you. Perhaps it was your family or close friends or significant other or spouse or life partner who stood by your side. Or perhaps it was a coworker who was in the background cheering you on, saying, "Hang in there, you can do it." Or for a person like me, it was that special supervisor or administrator who was willing to invest in me and say, "Yes, go chase your dream." One way or another, we've been encouraged. And I am genuinely grateful for my special group of people, my parents, my son, close friends, the Clare Center, who have all played a role in helping me to get to where I am now. Thank you. Now that we have made it here and we've imagined ourselves here at this moment, what next? I'm glad you asked. Now we have to determine our next here. We're all destined for success. And all roads that lead to success originate here. So I'm glad we are here together right now. And as you plan the next part of your journey, your next here, I advise you that you remember how you got to where you are now. We learned through our amazing time here at Gallaudet that if we can imagine it, then we can achieve it. So in response to the question of what's next, if you can imagine it, then it becomes your next here. So embark on your journey, imagining yourself here. I'd love to share this wonderful quote by Joyce DiDonato that I happened to stumble upon one day. It says, "One of the greatest gifts you can give yourself right here, right now, in this single, solitary, monumental moment of your life is to decide without apology to commit to the journey and not to the outcome." I chose this because the message behind it is so profound and yet simple. Whatever you set your sights on, commit to the ride, no matter where that ride takes you. Commit to it. You know why? In the end, you'll be pleased with the results. Before I leave, I'd like to share this analogy to give you something to ponder. You see this delectable cake on the screen? It looks moist and scrumptious, and you just can't wait to sink your teeth into it. Now, if you think about it, cake consists of flour, How many of you have ever tasted flour by itself? Raise your hands. 3 out of 5,000. Okay, all right. Let me ask you the next question. How about eggs? How many of you, not scrambled eggs, raw eggs? How many of you tasted raw eggs? One person. Okay. Oil and water, right? Not so good, right? How many of you have eaten those ingredients on their own? You may find that they're not very pleasant, right? But when we combine them, they create the beautiful dessert that we all know and love. The reason I'm showing this to you is because this is what your journey is like. To get to your next here, you might have to put up with some unpleasantries, a failed interview, or crises with family and friends, or perhaps academic challenges. But we will make it through to get to our next here. Just like that cake. Class of 2015, never forget how you got here, and never let go of your next here on your journey. I look forward to your stories and your experiences and learning about all the different kinds of cake you baked. Now we are part of this rich history here at our alma mater. Cherish Gallaudet. And remember always, always imagine yourself here. Congratulations.
Tara and Colleen, thank you so much for your wonderful speeches. Colleen mentioned the Costa Rica trip. Vicki and I were with them on that trip, and it was such a wonderful experience. Tara is an amazing dancer. If you need dance lessons, talk to Tara. She's amazing. Thank you, both of you. Now it's my honor to introduce our commencement speaker, Dr. Vinton Cerf. Dr. Cerf received his Bachelor of Science degree in mathematics from Stanford University and his Master of Science and PhD in computer science from UCLA. Along with engineer Robert Kahn, Dr. Cerf is widely recognized as one of the fathers of the internet. In 2005, President George Bush presented Dr. Cerf with the Presidential Medal of Freedom for his role in creating the internet. He currently serves as Vice President and Chief Internet Evangelist for Google Incorporated. Dr. Cerf, who is also hard of hearing, served on the Gallaudet Board of Trustees from 1997 to 2005 and currently serves on our Board of Associates. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Vinton Cerf.
Members of the board, members of the faculty, family and friends, and the class of 2015. Congratulations. I'm sure many of you are feeling a sense of accomplishment and relief. I can assure you your parents are probably thinking the same thing. Many of you will live to be 100 years old. You have about 80 years to look forward to. Let's try to figure out what that might mean. My mother, Muriel Cerf, was born in 1916 and passed away last year at the age of 98. For her, the telegraph, the telephone, talking movies, mass-produced automobiles, radio, the airplane, and Einstein's theory of relativity and quantum mechanics, the Panama Canal, World War I, and the Great Depression were already in her past. What would she see over the next 80 years? She would experience World War II, the invention of the computer, radar, rockets, television. Well, okay, it was really invented in 1928, but not widely in use until the 1950s. And microwave ovens. In her lifetime, she would see the synthesis of insulin and the birth control pill, magnetic resonance imaging, the invention of the atomic and hydrogen bombs. She would see the invention of and ride in jet airplanes and watch men landing on the moon and spacecraft on Mars and other bodies of our solar system. She would see the invention of the internet and the World Wide Web. She would experience the invention and use of the transistor, mainframe computers, personal computers, laptops, tablets, handheld mobiles, and the smartphone. She would experience the assassination of John F. Kennedy, Martin Luther King, and Robert Kennedy, and the attempted assassination of Ronald Reagan. She would experience the Korean War, the Vietnam War, and the wars in Afghanistan and Iraq would lie ahead of the 20-year-old Muriel. Interestingly, the first wearable hearing aid was invented in 1938, when Muriel was 22. By 1953, the transistor made behind the hearing aids possible, and I started wearing them in 1956 when I was 13. The 80-year-old Muriel would see her daughter-in-law and my wife, Sigrid Cerf, receive her first cochlear implant in 1996 and a second one 10 years later. It is 2015. You are about to graduate into a world we can only begin to imagine. What might you experience over the next 80 years? In my own field, it's reasonable to expect that quantum computers will become real, if not necessarily in widespread use. Minimally invasive surgery will be the norm for many conditions. Nanoscale devices will be reduced to practice. Some may be autonomous, some guided by skillful hands or even robots. Some may even work inside our bodies. Self-driving cars will become commonplace, and it might even become illegal for inept humans to drive cars, except especially on off-road or racetracks. And finally, humans will land on Mars, and a spacecraft will be on its way to the nearest star system, Alpha, Beta, and Proxima Centauri. The Internet of Things is becoming a reality, and it will be the norm for you in your lifetime. Wearable computers and sensing devices, or devices embedded in our body, will be standard practice. Some already are, such as the insulin pump, the cochlear implant, and video cameras you can swallow. Electronic alternatives to pharmaceutical medicines will be the standard options for you during your lifetimes. While there won't be quite Star Trek replicators, 3D printers will be commonplace, and spare parts and whole cars will be manufactured on the spot. Stem cell and genetic therapies will almost certainly become commonplace in your lifetimes, and it is not inconceivable that we will be able to regrow damaged parts of our bodies, and that might include the reconstruction of organs that help us see, feel, or hear. Some of you may well find yourselves in Earth orbit for a stay in Virgin Galactic or the Bigelow Hotel, and you'll get there on commercial spaceflight offered by SpaceX or Virgin Galactic. I've had the good fortune to experience a career filled with interesting challenges and fascinating ideas. While I was trained as a mathematician, I soon discovered computers, and that led to networking, and that led to the internet. I've had the benefit of many, many colleagues who felt the same urge I did to connect things that had not been connected before, to erase distance and fashion an ever more interconnected world. I'm an engineer by trade, a computer scientist by degrees, and chief internet evangelist by title. Of course, there are only an estimated 3 billion people on the net today, so there are about 4 billion people more to connect. I could use some help. For the past 40 years, it's been my task to convince others that they too want everyone on the planet to be part of the internet and the World Wide Web that it supports. Smart mobiles have helped to realize that goal, with several billion in use today. I see the internet's success as a lucky confluence of technology, the US and other government leadership and support, dramatic reduction in the cost of computing and communications, massive commitment by individuals, research institutions, and private sector companies, and business models that have attracted persistent investment and the creation of new enterprises. The world of the future is not predictable. Some of you will discover new physical principles, new business opportunities, new ways of living in a world challenged by climate change, persistent regional conflicts, growing population, and demands for natural resources. It will be a world posing hard problems and dramatic opportunities for their solution. You will be a part of that world, and you will shape it. Your interests, your aspirations, your creative talents, and your desires will influence the markets and products of the future. By this time, you will have learned that hard work, patience, and persistence really count in the real world. I hope you've also discovered that doing things that you like and are good at makes work seem like fun and adventure. You hear often that you should discover what triggers your own passion and pursue that in your career. Do not allow others to define who you are or what your limits might be. These are yours and yours alone to discover and to extend. I wish each and every one of you all possible success. I have a good reason for that. I will be living in the world you create, and so will you. Congratulations.
Dr. Cerf, you have our thanks for your many years of service to the board and to Gallaudet. Your leadership and affection for the Gallaudet community, as well as the larger deaf community, has been incredible. Thank you for your motivating and inspirational speech. Now we'll begin to confer our honorary degrees. Dr. Carol Erding will present the candidates, and Mr. Dwight Benedict, Dean of Student Affairs and Academic Support, will assist.
Will Dr. Vinton Cerf, Board of Trustees Chair, Ms. Heather Harker, Board of Trustees members, Dr. Jorge Diaz Herrera and Miss Claudia Gordon, please come forward.
Dr. Cerf, Dr. Hurwitz has already introduced you to the audience, and our program book contains a full wording of your citation. But let me add, we honor you today, for you are the father of the internet and a Google executive. A former longtime member of the Board of Trustees, a longtime Gallaudet advocate, your dedication to the university is something certainly to be recognized. Your speech today proves to all of us the support and creative thinking that you've brought to this campus. You are a telecommunications pioneer, a U.S. Presidential Medal of Freedom recipient, and indeed quite an honor. You are a leader, and probably most importantly, a dear friend of Gallaudet University. I am delighted and proud to award you this degree of Doctor of Letters, honoris causa.
President Hurwitz, I request that you confer upon Dr. Vinton Cerf the degree of Doctor of Letters, honoris causa.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Gallaudet University, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Letters with all rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Congratulations.
Will Douglas Watson and Board of Trustees members Dr. Harvey Goodstein and Mr. Dwayne Halliburton please come forward?
Dr. Watson, our program book contains the full wording of your citation. But let me add that Gallaudet University honors you for your being a role model, an educator, an ADA advocate, an alumni, a researcher, a deaf rehabilitative service pioneer. And Gallaudet University is proud and honored to award you the degree of Doctor of Letters, honoris causa.
Thank you. President Hurwitz, I request that you confer upon Dr. Douglas Watson the degree of Doctor of Letters, honoris causa.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Gallaudet University, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Letters, with all rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining.
Thank you all so much. Thank you, Vicki.
Congratulations to our honorees. It's well deserved.
President Hurwitz, President Hurwitz, it is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Kajit Rashid, Chair of the Gallaudet Faculty. She will come up to present the candidates for collegiate degrees. Mr. President, upon recommendation of the Gallaudet faculty, I have the honor of presenting the candidates to you. Will all the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, Master of Arts, Master of Public Administration, Master of Science, Master of Social Work, Specialist in School Psychology, Doctor of Audiology, and Doctor of Philosophy, please stand and remain standing. Please stand and remain standing. Remain standing. President Hurwitz, these candidates have completed all the requirements for the appropriate degrees.
Thank you, Dr. Rashid. By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Gallaudet University, and consistent with the standards set by the faculty, I confer upon each of you the appropriate degree, with all rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Congratulations. You may be seated. It's not over yet. Dr. Erding?
Dr. Gaurav Mathur, Interim Dean of the Graduate School and Continuing Studies, will call forward the recipients of graduate degrees.
Mr. Dwight Benedict, Dean of Student Affairs and Academic Support, will assist with the awarding of the degrees. Will Dr. Maribel Garate, Dr. Christina Yuknes, and Dr. Donna Mertens please come forward to assist in the awarding of a doctoral degree in the Department of Education? I now call Risa Sharif to come plumb forward, please. Will Dr. Matthew Bakke please come forward to assist with the awarding of a doctoral degree in the Department of Hearing, Speech, and Language Sciences? I now would like to call Samantha Kleindienst to please come forward. Will Dr. Melanie Metzger and Dr. Cynthia Roy please come forward to assist with the awarding of the very first doctoral degree in the Department of Interpretation? I now call upon Daniel Rausch to please come forward. Will Dr. Paul Dudas and Dr. Deborah Chen Pickler please come forward and assist in the awarding of a doctoral degree in the Department of Linguistics? I now call upon Amber Cull to please come forward. Will Dr. Dennis Galvin, Dr. Carolyn Corbett, and Dr. Patrick Bryce please come forward to assist in the awarding of a doctoral degree in the Department of Clinical Psychology? I now call upon Anna Chrysologo to please come forward. Will Dr. Donna Morer please come forward to assist in the awarding of the next two doctoral degrees in the Department of Clinical Psychology? I'd like to call Leah Murphy to please come forward. I'd like to call Carly Ostrom to please come forward. Will Dr. Lawrence Pick please come forward to assist in the awarding of the next doctoral degree in the Department of Clinical Psychology? I now call upon Rebecca Elliott Smith to please come forward. I now call all recipients of the Doctor of Audiology degree to come forward and receive their degrees. Monica Algauer. Cynthia Fry. Catherine Grun. Rebecca Kingman. Hillary Kramer. Monica Majewski. Nichelle Wilson. I now call upon all recipients of Masters of Arts, Masters of Public Administration, Masters of Science, and Master of Social Work to please come forward and receive their degrees. Jung San An. Serena Ariano. Justin Arrigo. Carrie Barbin with honors. Amelia Becker. Tamira Beverly. Trish Monisha Blagden. Christina Burke with honors. Morgan Breeze. Jennifer Cardenas. Valencia Clark. Jesse Ellis. Brenda Falje.
I will always be deaf. No machines will ever be part of me.
Barbara Farrell. Georgina Fitzpatrick. Connor Gillis. Alexandra Grunza. Christine Grimes. Savannah Hagwood. Kimberly Hahn. Jaquise Hawkins. Barry Haywood. Catherine Henninger, with honors. Ryan Hevia. Rosemary Johnson, with honors. Selena Johnston, with honors. Joshua Hossa. Craig Joseph.
My daughter, you're next.
Maria Clausen.
I want to thank everybody, friends, faculty, family. Thank you so much.
Sandon Larson. Jacob Leffler. Danette Ligon. Jennifer Morfino. Julie Martin. Jonathan McMillan. Sarah McMillan. Miranda Meduno. Tara Miles. Caitlin Mulray. Amy Murray. Anna Nabao Tantul. Jody Oates. Margaret Odiambo. Mary Organitis. Melanie Orr. Jeanette Ozoa. Gina Parker. Erica Pierce. Ezra Plancon, with honors. Sarah Pustizi. Caitlin Ramsey. Gregory Randall. Timothy Riker.
I'm proud to be deaf. I love ASL, and I am not limited by technology.
Karina Rivas. Tiffany Sachente. Lindsay Sanderson. Jennifer Scaramazza. Megan Shanks. Julie Spiner. Jean Squiante. Marissa Straub. Shay Taylor. Diana Thurgood, with honors. Brian Tingley. Nora Torres.
Gallaudet University. Thank you, my family. Thank you, Gallaudet.
Umar Tukur. Lucy Upa. Catherine Walker. Nora Werner. Brenda Wharton. Sarah Wintman. Emily Wolski. Rachel Zimmerman. President Hurwitz, this concludes the awarding of graduate degrees.
President Hurwitz, I now call forward the students who are graduating with undergraduate degrees conferred with university honors. They are graduating today with full university honors, which requires rigorous academic coursework and successful completion of a capstone project. Would the capstone graduates please come forward? I present to you now Kayla Elaine Heed. Naomi S. Lown. August Elijah Shitama. and Timothy Yu. Dr. Jeannie Gertz, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, Dr. Isaac Agbula, Interim Dean of the School of Education, Business, and Human Services. We'll call forward the recipients of undergraduate degrees. Good afternoon. Mr. President, congratulations to all of you, the class of 2015. Your journey started a few years ago when we got here. And I know you all had the degree in your future, and at that time it seemed very far off. That journey started with a single step. And you have taken many, many since then. And you have arrived to this day, and you are about to receive your degrees. Once you do, run. Hit the ground running. Good luck with your lives. Congratulations to you all. President, we will now call upon the recipients of undergraduate degrees within the College of Arts and Sciences. Some of our graduates have distinguished themselves with honor degrees. Cum laude with honors recognizes students with a GPA of 3.5 or above. Magna cum laude recognizes those students with a GPA of 3.6 or above, and summa cum laude recognizes those students with highest honors for those who have achieved a GPA of 3.8 or above. As the students come up, I will let you know who those recipients are. We are ready to proceed.
Jason Almendez. Abdullah Al-Mortiri. Sung An.
Family, friends, I love you.
Dana Austin. Alyssa Benedict. Kylie Brooks.
Family, friends, I love you all, and thank you, God.
Gina Bernal.
Where I go? Okay. I'm so emotional right now.
Alexandra Kamal. Kiswana Carter. John Cartwright. Jennifer Chibueze, cum laude.
Thank you, my family. I love you.
Min Wook Cho. Carol Marie Colello, cum laude. Pinky Kali. Audrey Conley.
I finally made it to the end. Finally.
Tiffany Cooks, cum laude. Edward Corporal. Michelle Corral, magna cum laude. Sarah Dell'Alessandro. Haro Eli de Leon.
Be true to Gallaudet.
Abigail de los Santos. Andrew Duncan. Julia Eichelberger. Mia Fernandez. Luis Figueroa Montanez, cum laude. Colleen Flock, magna cum laude. Alan Gilpatrick. Bridget Glynn. Adrian Grigor.
I'm really done. Thank you to my husband and to my 2 girls.
Kaylee Gress. Kayla Hardaway. Daniel Heidemeyer. Sarah Hellman, summa cum laude. Jose Fernandez Frias. Shapinda Huapatharina.
Thank you to my family's support, my children, my wife. Thank you so much.
Leslie Hicks, cum laude. Mandy Houghton. Carlos Insons.
Give me some love.
Rebecca Jasinski, magna cum laude. Rosie Kapoor. Lila Catcher. Na Kim.
I love you, my family and friends. I love you.
Christopher Langen. Brittany Latham. Rebecca Layton, summa cum laude. Oliver Lee. Swanhilda Lilly.
ASL forever.
Camelia Lynch. Logan Marvel. John Mason.
This is for you, Mom.
Anna McCall, summa cum laude.
I love you, my family and friends and teachers. I love you all.
Douglas McCarty, summa cum laude. Helen McLaren.
I love you, Mom. And my friends, I love you too.
Abigail McNamara. Carol Mailing. Nicholas Mobley.
Thank you, my family.
Jenny Mosiman, magna cum laude. Lisa Napoli. John Paul Navoa, cum laude. Christoph Neufeld.
I made it.
Allison O'Hara, cum laude. Corinne Pelea.
We made it. We made it. Thank you.
Caitlin Panning, magna cum laude. Amanda Penny, magna cum laude. Lane Peters, cum laude. Yashimare Poindexter. Alexandra Polivanchuk. Daniela Perez Carranza. Jangun Chi. Christy Ramos. Jordan Ramser.
Love you, Gallaudet.
Manuel Rivero Ninajevic. Stephanie Ruiz. Amit Rupani. Joseph Sanchez. Amber Savard. Michael Schmitz.
My friends and my family, what can I say?
Rituparma Sharmacharya. Arjun Sharestha, magna cum laude. Shailene Sikwi.
My friends and my family in Hawaii, I love you all, and I love you, Gallaudet.
Ryan Smith. Jamie Snyder, magna cum laude.
Thank you, my children. I love you.
Lindsay Sturgio, cum laude. Nicole Strom, summa cum laude. Rachel Swigert. Robert Todd. Bernardo Toledo Guerrero. David Torrance. Tiffany Van Boxler. Cum laude. Andrea Vigil. Trisha Waddell, magna cum laude. Bethany Weiner. Ashlyn Witzak.
I love you, Mom and Dad.
Julia Wolf, summa cum laude. Kristen Wood, cum laude. Simi Zafati.
I made it. Thank you, my family, for being patient with me.
Mr. President, this completes the awarding of the degrees in the College of Arts and Sciences. I call upon Dean Isaac Agbula.
Thank you, Dr. Gertz. Congratulations to the class of 2015. We're incredibly proud of all of you, and we wish you much success in the future. Please remain curious. Expand your knowledge, and use that knowledge to benefit your communities and the entire world. You can change the world, and you will change the world. Congratulations. I now call forward the recipients of undergraduate degrees in the School of Education, Business, and Human Services. It's your turn to shine in the spotlight. Mr. President, I now call forward the recipients of undergraduate degrees in the School of Education, Business, and Human Services. I will identify the students who have distinguished themselves by earning their degrees with distinction as they are called to receive their degrees. Abdul Al-Makura. Kevin Allen. Laura Bappert, summa cum laude. Mitchell Bensman, magna cum laude. Richard Bertling. William Bissell. Bryce Boyles. Krista Busby. Elena Cicciarelli, magna cum laude. Donald Cullen.
I want to say thank you to my wife and my wonderful kids. I wouldn't have been able to do this without you.
Abdiel de Villa Cruz, cum laude. Dana Diarra.
Thank you to my family.
Galvin Drake, cum laude.
Thank you to my family, to my friends, to my fraternity, and everyone who made me who I am today.
Esther Foss, cum laude. Dominique Flagg.
Grandma, I love you.
Braden Forbes, cum laude. Callie Frowick, cum laude. Justin Gallo, summa cum laude. Catherine Giles, summa cum laude. Sarah Grasso, cum laude. Paula Green, summa cum laude. Antonia Guy.
Wow, I really did it. Awesome. Thank you all.
Christopher Izzo. Whitney James. Holden Jasinski. Leslie Kang.
I made it. 4 years. I love you, my family.
Fletch Kuhn.
I did it.
Benjamin Latondra.
I'm so grateful for my family. I love you. And I love all of you too.
Sophia Lindeval, magna cum laude.
My family, I love you.
Takia Lyles. Devin Lyons, summa cum laude. Dan Mabishov, magna cum
Made
laude.
it, finally.
Dhruv Dewan.
Come on, give me some love.
Chelsea Elstad, magna cum laude. Ashley Esteva, summa cum laude. Mario Essig.
Thank you to my wife for all of your support. You've been the best. And thank you, my family, for coming.
Emily Macedo.
If it weren't for my family, I would not be here.
Albert McCrae. Beth McGinnis.
Thank you, my family and friends. I love you.
Dominique Mangavina. Chelsea Morris, cum laude.
Thank you, Gallaudet, for the best 4 years.
Jeremy Murphy. Montana Murphy, magna cum laude.
4 years and I made it.
Kevin Myers,
Mom, Dad, my family, thank you. I love you.
Crystal Newsom, magna cum laude. Courtney Nimmersheim, summa cum laude. Catherine Nugent, magna cum laude. Miguel Paniagua, Jared Pierce,
I love you, my family and friends, and thank you, Gallaudet.
David Poland, summa cum laude.
Thank God for making me today. And then Congress passing a law for the deaf and the U.S. deaf president. Yes, eventually.
Christian Roan,
My family, thank you for your support. You are the reason why I have succeeded.
Roxana Rocha, cum laude.
I love you, my family and friends. I love you.
Raquel Rote, magna cum laude.
I love you, my family.
Molly Sachs, Nico Santiago, summa cum laude. Brad Shands, Sean Self, Ramnath Shenoy,
My family and friends, my brothers, I love you.
Alana Smith, magna cum laude.
Thank you to my family, my friends.
Jennifer Smith. Brooke Stanfield, cum laude. Roderick Stickley.
I want to thank my family, I love you, and my Gallaudet family, and of course my 9th floor family.
Tiffany Taylor, summa cum laude.
Thank you, Mom and Dad.
Shana Thomas. Daniel Vega, magna cum laude. Derek Wakefield. Kyra Walker, cum laude. Daniel Walters. Jeffrey Willoughby. Jennifer Wren, cum laude. Rachel Young, cum laude.
Save the best for the last.
Jeremy Cormier.
No, they really saved the best for the last.
Mr. President, this completes the awarding of degrees in the School of Education, Business, and Human Services. Wow. Congratulations to our newest Gallaudet alumni, the class of 2015. This concludes our program. Everyone please stand and remain standing in place for the recessional.